Hello and welcome back to the No Dig Norfolk Gardener and our garden here in Norfolk. Now, we made a video earlier regarding the veggie raised beds, and you can go back and watch that. And of course we all now know that Zach has actually won the competition to win one of the veggie raised beds, and we shall be sending your address details off to Veggie and they will send you the prize direct from their warehouse. But what we do need to do is to get ours filled up so that we can plant our plants. We want to make this a bit of a salad bar and celebrate everything salad. So in today's video, we're going to show you just how we're going to fill this up. What we have done is we're using a bit of the hugel culture, so we had some old branches, twigs, and where we've sort of pruned our trees, and they're laying there in the bottom. And then we've put some of the wood chip that we've had delivered to us and just put a layer of that on top. And I think, you know, that will over the years start to rot down and will continue to feed this bed for a number of years. Right at the very bottom, of course, what we did do was to lay some cardboard there. And that's to stop, hopefully, and kill off any, in particular, perennial weeds coming up and through the bed, so that this can be a true no-dig bed. Now, what I have got is some partly composted, cold composted material that we're now going to use now to put on as the next layer, and hopefully something that the plants will be able to grow into. As you can see, we're getting on okay, and this partially decomposed compost is proving really valuable. And this is about the height now that I want to get it to, where you can see here, and then I want to use our best compost. You know, these raised beds, this one in particular, you know, they're quite deep, so we want to put the half decomposed stuff on first, just bulk it out, and then you want to be using your best compost for, you know, the top 5 or 6 inches ready for your plants to grow in. So as I said, save our bestest compost for the top 5 or 6 inches, which is what we did. Now, of course, just like the rest of our no-dig plots, we shall need to just top this up every year with some fresh compost. But actually, we'll probably need to top it up earlier than that, because what will happen is that this will sink. Now, we could, of course, just wait for it to sink and then top it up again, but that's going to take probably 3 or 4 weeks. But you know me, guys, I'm impatient. And I have Mrs. W waiting in the wings, who's going to be making a salad bar.
Yes. Can't wait.
As you see, I've got a selection of plants here, and these are some of the plants that we want to be putting into this raised bed. It's going to be a salad bed. Now, I was going to be having Mrs. W help me, but actually, our grandson has just come around. Charlie, say hello, Charlie. And you're going to help Grandad plant these plants, aren't you? Yeah? Good, good, because I always like a little bit of help. Now, the first things we're going to put in, well actually the first thing I've actually put in is a courgette. And you can see there's already some courgettes forming on them. And then the first thing we want to plant up, Charlie, is the tomatoes. Do you like tomatoes? Oh, good, good, so does Nanny. And we're going to be planting a couple of tomato plants here called red cherry. I know, Martin, you were sort of asking in the comments a couple of 3 videos back exactly what they were. They are just known as red cherry. And we actually get the seed from Mr. Fothergill's, isn't it?
I think it is, yes. Yeah.
They are really lovely tomato. We had these 2 left over. You can see they're looking a bit stressed. That's because they have been hanging about. Whereas the others are well on their way now in the greenhouse. So, Charlie, if I make a hole, you want to put this in for me? Just make a little hole there, and can you put that in there for me? Pop that in there. Good boy. And then push the soil around, yeah, and just firm it in. Yeah, lovely, lovely. Now, to make sure that we do get lots of lovely tomatoes, what we do have to do is to do the side shooting. Can you see here, Charlie? This is the stem. Yeah, and this is the main leaf that's coming away from the stem. We'll get tomatoes on that eventually, but this will become a whole new plant if we don't take it out. Yeah. So we have to take it out, otherwise these, which we call trusses, will never ever bear tomatoes, because it'll just keep putting its energies into making these stems. There's another one here around this side, and this one's a little bit bigger. Also take these ones off the bottom. And that's the first one in there, Charlie boy. So let's pop the other one in the other side. Again, I'll make a hole, yeah. And you stick that in for Grandad. Lovely. As it push the soil around. Make sure it's right up the stem, yeah. Fantastic, fantastic. And again, we'll just take these off the bottom. And we'll take the beginnings, not so many of the. Nanny's done a good job on this plant. So, do you know what this is?
No.
No. It's parsley, and it's a herb. I remember when you were a little boy watching the herb garden? Herbidaceous. Yeah. What was the name of the lion? It was parsley. So, I'm just gonna, this is how you take a plant out of a plant pot, alright? You turn it upside down and hold it with your fingers like so. Okay, now do you want to make the hole this time for Grandad? It's going to go here. Bit deeper. You look how deep that is, look. It's looking better. Yes, well done. And then we'll firm that in there. Now, Charlie, do you like cucumbers? Yes. Yes, we're going to do that next. Now, this is an outdoor variety of cucumber called Market Moor. And we're going to put 2 into the hole, not just 1. Okay, so if you want to hold those, hold it there, yeah. Grandad will make a hole, and if you want to pop those in there, Hey. Now firm them in, push the soil over nice and tightly, so that there, that's it. God, I think you're getting as strong as Grandad now. And we're going to mirror the same thing on this side, so pick those up. Yeah. It was in there. Push the soil around. Firm down. Fantastic. And that's how you plant things in the ground. It's quite simple, really, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know what this is? Without looking at the label. What are these? Something you quite like, actually. I'll give
Peppers.
you... Yeah, same name as our cat. I was going to give you the same clue I gave Maggie the other week. Yes, they're peppers. So, we want to get this pepper in here. So, we'll need a big hole for this, Charlie. It's a big plant.
This was one of the overwintered ones, so that's...
It was, yeah. Look at the roots on that, Charlie. I'll need a good firming down. Fantastic, fantastic. Sweet mix. So, this is what Grandad sort of calls the structure. Okay, so the main structure is now in. What we can do now is actually to fill in with little bits and pieces all around. So the first thing we want to do is plant some spring onions. You want to hold those and pop those in the hole here. Grandad's made a hole. That's it. And then firm around. That's it. Lovely.
Where did your gloves go, Charlie?
Here.
Put them on, that's it.
Now these are a variety of spring onion called ramrod. These are new to us, Charlie. We haven't grown ramrod before. Right, put this one in here, Charlie. That's it. Lovely. Do you like a nice spring onion? Yeah? Now, should we get some lettuce in? It's a nice Lolla Rossa here, that's what this one's called. I'm going to pop that in there. That's it, and then push the soil around it.
The green variety is Webb's Wonder,
So Webb's Wonder, is it?
or Webb's Wonderful, whatever it's called.
So next to your right hand is this one. Do you want to pick that up? And let's just make a hole there. Pop her in there, and then you just need to hold that up when you want to firm it in. Push plenty of soil around it. That's it. So the last thing we need to do is to give them a good drink of water. That's it.
So, Charlie, out of all of the things that you've planted in here today, which one is your favourite?
The peppers.
The peppers. Lovely. That's good.
So that's the Vegegar raised bed all planted up. Beginning of the video you saw us filling it. Over that period of time you can see it has dropped a bit. I'm not too concerned about that at the moment because that leaves enough room there for me to be able to top it up for the things that we're going to plant in it for the autumn and winter period. But that's a few weeks off, that is. And at this moment in time, it's summer. So we want to enjoy the bounties of summer. And in your case, peppers. You like your peppers, don't you? You've got a bit of dill there. Lovely. Now, got any questions, or you're doing something in particular with your raised beds, if you garden with raised beds, then do leave us a comment down below. And we, Charlie, we shall see them next time. Bye!